Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Grace Recaps. I have an idea. Let's play a game of Truth or Dare. Just kidding, let's recap a movie called Truth or Dare. The Netflix Truth or Dare, not the Blumhouse Truth or Dare. There are spoilers in this movie, so beware and take care. In 1983, we see a very scared Johnny looking down from a rooftop, calling for Donna. Donna rushes up the stairs and out to try and help him. She checks her watch. Donna tells Johnny to stand up because they are almost out of time. Johnny says he can't do it, but Donna tells Johnny that he can and not to think about it. So Johnny gets up. Donna tells him to jump. Johnny goes to take a running start. He trips, falls, and dies. Donna cries at the loss of her friend, but goes inside and sees some writing on the mirror. The mirror writing instructs Donna to pour acid over her head. Then a bucket of acid slowly moves towards her. Donna grabs the acid bucket and takes it to the counter. She looks around frantically and then has an idea. She gets baking powder from the fridge, a bowl of fruit, dumps the fruit out, puts some water in the bowl along with the baking soda, and mixes it around with her hands. Then she smears that all over her head. She then pours the acid over her head and screams. The title Truth or Dare appears, and we zoom into the O, and here we are in the present, where we see a car with 2 passengers plus the driver in it. What exactly do your friends know about me? He says they know your name, they know you're a little bit shy. 2 more cars show up behind that one. The cars continue to drive and pull in front of a house. We see Carter recording. We see people emerge from the cars. Addison shows up in a cat costume. What did you expect? You said Halloween and party? I hear costume. Luke says, dude, what are we doing here? Ever hear of ScaryRentals.com? Then he says, alright, picture it. 1983. Right here in this house. 7 teenagers play Truth or Dare. Holt jokes, God, the 80s really were tragic, weren't they? Carter says, you know what, Holt? They were, because all but one of them died. Horrible, painful deaths. Wait, in this house? Jesse asks. That's what I'm saying. You guys, overnight, this place became a haunted house. Okay, wait. What about the person who survived? Points to Alex for paying attention. She was never seen since. But, rumor has it, if you did see her, her face would haunt you forever. He tries to scare Jessie, who rolls her eyes. Settle up. We are gonna find out, once and for all, if things really do go bump in the night. They all leave the room and head to wherever they're gonna stay for the night. Alex looks at a seemingly broken clock, and then the hand starts to move. They all explore the house before heading back to the dining room, where Jessie aggressively kills a cockroach before Carter says, and now we play the game. They all look at Carter like, what are you talking about? Truth or Dare? The clock chimes. Maddie says, that was weird. Luke asks, how did you make that happen, Carter? Addison says, who cares? I want to do a seance. Engaging with the other side? The afterlife? Alex jokes, good thing I stuffed a Ouija board down my pants before I left. How cool would it be to play that game in this house? Addison says, I'm in. Carter says, alright, I got some cards and I got some pens. We'll write down some dares and truths and we'll mix them up. The players all grab cards and pens to write truths and dares on and sets them back on the table. Carter says, ladies first, and Alex picks up a card and says, really, boys? Did we not just go over this? Maddie says, alright, I'll go next. She picks up a card and gets a look on her face, folds up the paper and says, I'm not playing. Come on. Luke tears the card away from her and gives it to Carter, who gives it to Addison. It asks, did you sleep with Tyler? I didn't sleep with Tyler. They all get a text message that says, liar. I can't do this anymore, and explains to Alex what happened, and says it didn't mean anything. Alex, you're my best friend. I'm so sorry. Alex walks away before Tyler leaves to find her and says, whoever wrote that is dead. Maddie leaves too. Tyler finds Alex sobbing and says, babe, just please let me explain. Alex says, like I want details? Don't. Seriously, Tyler. Alex, just please listen to me. Alex says, just get away from me, and goes upstairs. Maddie sees Tyler and asks, who did you tell? I never said a word. I want to know who did this. Ty, none of us knew. He picks up the rest of the cards. The top one says, put your hands on the hot stove. Seriously? To Carter, who says, I didn't write that. And then the cards after that all say, you have 2 minutes. That's not even my handwriting. Well, I'm not doing it. He starts to walk away, and then he sees a card that says, do the dare, or the dare does you. Tyler goes to get a beer from the kitchen. The stove turns on, and lights dim in and out. The counter where he put his beer down moves out of the way, and a high chair moves towards him, so he ends up putting his hand on the hot stove. His 2 minutes were up. Help as he tries to get his hand free, but he can't. People run in and his hand gets free. He runs water on it as he tells Maddie to get his medic bag from the car. Alex comes in running and asks, what did you do? Tyler responds, it wasn't me. You set this whole freak show up. Jesse agrees. He's right. You're the one that wanted to go viral. Tyler said, I'm not making this up. And the TV turns on, but it's all static. 3 rounds, 48 hours, or you die. A card floats its way over and lands at Jesse's feet. She picks it up. It says, eat Tyler's burnt flesh. The TV turns on and stops at the number 4. Indicating she only has 4 minutes to complete the dare. You play your pranks on the rest of us, but you leave her out of it. All I did was rent this house. I did not write that card. I would never hurt anybody. Luke starts to leave with Jesse. When he gets to the door, it shuts. Then the whole house closes all exits. Carter throws a vase at a window. Then Tyler says, the dare. I think you gotta do the dare. What? No, I had 2 minutes and I didn't do it. Look, I know this is nuts, but I think Ty is right. I think you gotta do it. It was your card, Jess. Jess replies, I am not doing it. The door to the kitchen creaks open. Oh my god, guys, we were wasting time here. She had 4 minutes. Ty's card said 2, and then he got hurt because I didn't do the dare. The dare did me. Holt tells everyone to check their phones to see if they have signal. No one does. Jesse, come on. No, I can't. Jesse finally agrees after a pep talk from Luke. They see the burnt flesh on the burner. Guys, we're running out of time. Jesse picks up a piece of Tyler's burnt flesh and eats it. Just then, the phone rings. Maddie walks over to it and sees that the wire is cut. Answer it! Maddie does and repeats the words. All of it. No, I can't do it. The lights flicker and Alex says, you have to. It's okay, and eats all of it. She says, okay, I did it. Holt throws a vase out the window. The piano plays a note over and over. They all walk to the room and see sheet music on the piano. She says, I think it's pretty clear. We do the dare, we live, we don't. Who hasn't gone? Carter asks. You, Holt, Luke, and Addie. I can't, I'm not doing it. Nobody wants to. This is ridiculous, Luke says. Holt says, okay, I'll do it. Grab the wires. The chandelier falls, exposing the wires. The TV whispers, 1 minute. Tyler says to Carter, grab that blanket over there. Tyler tells Holt what he's gonna do and instructs Carter to run at him with a blanket. Why me? He asks. Tyler says, just do it. Holt, now whenever he gets to you, I want you to grab the wires. Carter will slam into you and knock you from the circuit. Now, if this works, it should what? It should what? Keep you alive. That's a big if, Holt says. It's all we got. Tyler tells Carter he has to be fast. Okay, well, good thing my buddy Carter's all-state track, right? He wasn't all anything. Holt says he's trying to lighten the mood. The time has come and he grabs the wires just as Carter reaches him with the blanket. He foams at the mouth. His friends rush over to him, asking if he's all right and if he's alive. Holt gasps for air and coughs. Jesse walks away, saying how insane this is. I just ate a person's skin, she says. The door to the clock opens, and inside it says, smash your knee. A bat falls down the stairs, and the number 2 is written on the wall. Luke says he doesn't want to smash his knee because scouts are coming. Jesse picks the bat up and hits Luke's knee lightly, but it doesn't work. So Carter comes in and smashes it hard. Addie says she had enough. Cards fall from upstairs. Are you an addict? When Addie denies it, a door slams shut and says liar on it. Addison denies being on drugs, and a gush of wind pushes her and kills her. At the hospital, Carter tries to explain what's going on to officers, but fails because it sounds ridiculous. They all leave the hospital and get into cars. Maddie tries to tell Alex that she's sorry for sleeping with Tyler, but Alex doesn't want to hear it and leaves. In Carter's dorm, he watches videos of Addison when his video camera becomes possessed. He sees Addison, who asks a question. How long have you been in love with me? Which I'm guessing is his next truth. Then she says, hang yourself for 2 minutes. Carter tries to leave, but the door won't open and a noose falls through the ceiling. His time is up, and the noose wraps around his neck and makes him hang himself. Maddie sits in her dorm room when she gets a video sent to her phone of Carter hanging himself. Alex bursts through the door saying, it's got Carter. They both run across campus and find Holt and Tyler already at Carter's door trying to get open. They get in, but it's too late. He's dead. The laptop says round 2 on it. Alex is sitting on her bed and researches the house they played the game in. Maddie, Holt, and Tyler come back. Alex writes down the only survivor's address, and they all go to her house. Alex rings the doorbell and Donna answers. She lets them inside and starts telling them about the game they played 30 years ago. Jesse and Luke lay in bed thinking. Luke sees blank pages from a magazine he is reading, and the words rob a gas station appear. The number 9 appears on the bed with bed sheets, and there's a gun in the middle of the 9. Jesse says he can't do this one, but Luke takes the gun and they leave. They arrive at a gas station. Luke tells the cashier he needs her to give him some money. The cashier doesn't. Jesse cries and drives away. She calls Alex and tells her that Luke's dead. Alex says that they need to go back to the house. They all arrive at the house and go in. The TV turns on and says, play the game. Tyler picks up a card on top of the TV and it says, drink the liquid. They have 2 minutes. They see a vase filling up with liquid and walk over to it. It's poison. Tyler tells them to drink soda to protect their stomach linings. Maddie divides the potion in red cups. They drink the soda, and then Ty says to drink the poison and get it out of their body. They do. A voice calls to Alex, and cards are spinning on a table with a gun and a bullet. Russian roulette. Alex loads the bullet in the gun and shoots it in her head. It doesn't go off. Maddie takes it to try. Tyler grabs it from her and shoots it at his head and kills him. Alex sobs. Holt washes his face in the bathroom. Then he gets his dare. Get run over by a car. He comes back to the group and confesses he was involved in a hit and run. Maddie tells him it's okay, he got a truth. Holt says he didn't. Jesse says she's going to run over his foot, but the car won't start, and his time's up. He gets caught in the car and it backs up by itself. Holt rolls off the car and in the street where he gets run over and dies. Alex goes inside and says, I'm finishing this. Jesse hears her name being called. Chain yourself to the pipe. The door to the basement opens. She gets locked in and finds a pipe, but it's crawling with cockroaches. She won't chain herself to it. She gets a text that says time's up, and a whole bunch of cockroaches swarm all over her, and she chokes on them and dies. Maddie and Alex go in a room, and the door says round 3. Maddie answers her phone, and it whispers 7 living body parts in 7 minutes. They do. After they drive to the hospital, on the way there, the GPS gets all staticky and says, kill her. Alex doesn't want to and gets an idea and rams her car into a tree. The movie goes black and you hear both Maddie and Alex gasp, indicating they both survived. Thank you for watching my recap of the Netflix Truth or Dare. Please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what movie you want me to recap next. Goodbye.